exact warm-up that I do every single day so that you can start to get cracked as well. So let's jump right into the YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is what you're going to do. You're going to get these maps, all right? You're going to get these maps and you're going to practice them. Depending on your skill level, you're either going to start with edit release course. So here's the numbers. All these numbers will be in the description of the YouTube video. You're going to start that one. You're going to want to do a Raiders box fight practice map right here. There's the code. All the codes will be in the description. And then you're going to want to get something like a Skovaaks aim training map to the first course. All right, we're gonna jump right into the edit on release course, okay? There's a few on here that I think are really important. That's why I do them. There's a whole bunch of the Raiders box fight, but this is more. There's one that I do every single day just to get warmed up, because this course is all about focusing on your edit on release. So if you don't do edit on release, if you're a double bind person, you could totally skip this one, and you're going to want to move on to the Raiders box fight, okay? So, box fights, I'm down, Barry. I am super down to box fight here in a second. We're just going to get this video done. So, these are the ones you want to run through. See, I'm a little rusty. You want to run through these and make sure that you got it on edit on release, so you know what I'm saying? So, like, you can get these. What I like to do usually, like when I'm streaming, I won't do it now because we're in a YouTube video and I don't want to get copyrighted, but play your favorite song, like something that's upbeat, and try to edit to it the whole entire time. You'll see as you progressively go, you're gonna get better and better and better. I recommend, you know, personally, this is the one that I recommend. I'm getting tongue-tied. This is the one that I recommend. Okay, there's tons of courses on this map. This is the one that I 100% recommend. Because this one, it works like everything, right? You got your ramp flip, you got your triple edit. This is all muscle memory. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, well, you're not even the fastest editor. I know. I'm just showing you guys how to get better. I grind these courses too, just so I can get better. And then you go up. I don't know, you guys get the picture. So you're gonna want to do this one. Every course on this one is done twice, so make sure that you do both of them. Like, I'm not saying that one goes up, one goes down. That's one. It's not two. There's literally two parts that you walk in. Make sure you do both of them. I'm only probably going to show one in this video, but you get the point. So, as you can see, there's two of these. So, you want to do both these. This is the same one. Alright, anyways, back to Hub. Moving on to the next one. We're going to be jumping into Raiders box fight map. Okay? This is important because it not only works on all your editing, but it has a mechanic for every single part of Fortnite. I kid you not. There's something for every scenario. There's awkward edits, there's edit downs, there's edit ups, there's mongrel wall replaces, there's tracking. I'm not going to go over everything that's in this map. I'm just going to show you which ones that I work on every single day before I hop online into a game. So what I always do is I'll start to do these mongrel edits, right? And you could do the classic way where you like break this and then go like that. But the way that I like to practice these is, look, the wall's already at 30. This will practice your shotgun replace. So just replace it with a shotgun. And you could also place a ramp at the same time. This is a tip that not a lot of people know. Is the second that you break this, if you, instead of trying to place your wall, if you place your ramp and then your wall, the 0.15 turbo build delay, it'll let you place your ramp inside their box first. So if you can see, I have a ramp in here already. How did I do that? I break this wall and I immediately pull out this and then that. That's really slow, but this is what it looks like. So that's what you want to be. You want to be practicing stuff like that, because that's going to catch them so off guard. And especially if you do like how I have the ramp right here, I always make sure I'm phasing through this, because you're phased through, you could shoot through, and then you could just jump out if they shoot at you. Okay, that's super important. Then come over here, start working on your cones. And then if they don't spawn, it's okay. Just move on to the next one. Hopefully one will spawn. If not, still do it though, so you can work on your in the box fight. This one you could do either way. I like to do pickaxe for like the pyramid, because you usually do. And then like if you want to like simulate like he's looking at you, you know, and then you could like flip it. Another good thing that like a lot of people don't talk about is like, okay, so like say you got this and you got this. You're right here. You see that he's right there. You're like, oh shoot, he's gonna get me. So rotate your ramp, right? I just rotated my ramp. So it's this direction, right? So this would be the normal direction, right? There's just like a ramp like that. Rotate it so it's like this, okay? And then, see, that blocks him in. Do you see how that blocks him in? Right, so because they might know what's going on and they're gonna jump out, right? So if you place it like this, let me see, 1 2 3. If you place it the normal way, they can get in front of this ramp right here, right? But if you do it like this and then edit it, there's nothing they can do about it. And then you just put your ramp back to normal. Is my ramp back to normal? Yeah. So I go through these. I practice them depending on how they are, whatnot, and then I come over here and start working on it. Next step. You're going to want to go through all of these. I'm not shitting you. You're going to go through all of these. I kid you not. Go through all of them. You're going to be like, it's going to take a cool minute. Yes, it might take a while when you're new to it. But this is super important because the whole entire time, this is mixing now your edits with your targets, okay? All of the 3 things I showed you on this map are edits and targets. Those are edits and targets. A lot of these are edits and targets. There's even falling and dropping edits and targets. Those ones are really good, but we'll just go through these and then we'll go through those and then we'll show off the next part. I'll show off like the aim trainer map. Okay, I'm terrible at these right now. Oof. Out of ammo, boys. Okay, you guys get the point. I'm out of ammo again. So once we get to the top of this one, we'll just go back down. So once you reach the top, you go back down. I'm not going to show all of these in the YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? But I'm showing you guys. You want to run through all of these. No matter how long it takes, it's going to make you a better player, I promise you. Because this is discipline for crosshair placement. Right? This is like the best discipline for crosshair placement. This and like the box fighting and the Skovaaks map. So just start like 2 of each one. I'm almost at 2K channel points. Let's go, my dude. I find this one the most useful. And then you're gonna run through all of these, and then you're done with this map. So you're gonna run through all of these, or as many as you want to, I guess. Like I'm just gonna be your Fortnite coach for the day. You know, I'm not gonna check if you went for them. And this is more about hitting the first shot. So if like the muscle memory you missed or whatnot, it's whatever, move on. For these ones, you just want to make sure that your edits are like super clean. See that, because I'm missing my shot because of my crosshair placement. So that's one thing that I know I got to work on next time I do this, is the crosshair placement, you know what I'm saying? So go through these. Like I said, your first few times is going to take some time, bro. But this is, we're talking if you guys want to make a difference in your gameplay. You have to actively want to get better at Fortnite. If not, you're going to be stale forever. I kid you not. See, I missed that shot completely. I'm on ammo. Reload. And if you're having trouble editing with your gun out, because maybe you do ADS like me, try editing with your pickaxe out, right? Which is like what most people do. Or you could even edit out with your builds. And here's a trick with like editing floors and pyramids. If you hold out your floor, you could edit those pieces faster. So if you're like say you're on a controller, okay? Keep your builds out for editing super fast. Like I kid you not. So if I have my floor, I could edit those faster. because it's already selecting those tiles. It's like the theory where like if this is over here, you can't edit that, right? You can't edit that, but if you hold this and step forward, you can edit it. You see what I'm saying? I can't edit that from there, but if I hold the wall, I can edit it. So you could hold the floor and edit everything a little bit faster if you get good at it, but I'm better with my pickaxe, so it's all just depends on what you practice with. You know what I'm saying? It just really depends on you. So this is going to be a guide for controller players as well as a guide for keyboard and mouse players. So it doesn't even matter. Like, these are things you should do no matter what platform, what input you play on. If you want to get better at Fortnite, these are things you should be doing. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to show all those. Run through all of those, all right? And then we're going to leave. We're going to go back to hub. Now we're going to practice a little aim. This aim part is like an optional thing that I'm adding for controller players that do not have the ability to practice on Skovaaks. Plus, I'm just gonna add in a box fighting map because we're gonna get some box fights in Barry. That's also the last part of this too. Is it's optional, but if you have a buddy to play with, box fighting before you go online is really, really smart to do. But anyways, let's jump into this map. It's really good for controller players. This is a really good controller player aim map. Like, I think it's really good. It's good for even if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, right? Because most people, they don't want to pay the, what is it, 10, 15 bucks, something like that for Skovaaks. I get that, bro. Most people do not care enough to buy another game to get better, like, which totally makes sense. But if you do have Skovaaks, run some Skovaaks. Like, I'll think of some that I could run you through. But like pat target switch is good. Don't do any jumble tile frenzy unless you're just like warming up your hands. I would say like, yeah, pat target switch, like skeet tracking, and then tracking in general, which is what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on tracking, so we're gonna start with SMG tracking. Just do both hipfire and ADS. So we'll start with hipfire. And this scene might seem like it's useless, but this is seriously gonna warm up your aim, no matter what you're playing on. And I believe that these targets don't have aim assist, so you'll literally be practicing in a better way because you're doing natural following, you know what I'm saying? And then your tracking will be even more crazy on controller. And just do like each of these. I'd say put a good 5 minutes on each of those, right? And then come back over here. Each of these things I'm gonna show you, put a good like 5 minutes in. And then you could either do SMG or AR right here. Practice your ADS. Even practice your hipfire from right here so that you're able to snap on targets, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. And so you do that for a little bit. Snap on the targets, whatnot. Come over here. This is the most important part of this map, in my opinion, are these two. These are really good for like AR practicing. These are good distances. These are like if people were 1x1s above each other. And just like practice on like snapping onto new targets. That's what I do a lot. Like, because my ADS and my hipfire sense are so different, you just gotta practice it. Like my ADS is 35% of the speed of my hipfire. So like if I do the same thing, like if I see how slow I'm moving, look how fast I'm moving. I'm moving it like the same. You know what I'm saying? Just practice some of these. And then when you put about 5 minutes on here, 5 minutes on there, 5 minutes on both the SMGs, you're pretty much good to go with this map. If you're a controller player and you don't have something like a shotgun, like tile frenzy or something, to like just get you're ready to rumble, you know, your flicks on point, you can come over here to like moving targets and you know whatnot, or like you could come here and just like you can come over here too, you know, like go through all of these. Especially since you, like, as a controller player, you guys don't have the ability to do Skovaaks. This is a really good map. Like, you know, it's just like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Come over here. Here's a 360-degree drop in the hole. This one's really good for shotgunning. Like, yeah. Okay, but don't double tap jump, or else you'll fly. Okay, dude. Come over here. Put the codes in the description on the YouTube video for us. You already know, Barry. You already know. This one's pretty good too. This one like simulates people like peeking in buildings and whatnot. And you can practice your like AR shot and like your response time here. This will be good. This is a really good part of the map. You know, stuff like that. Anyways, let's go back to the house. I'm home today. Oh, nice. Hit me up, dude. All right. So for the last part of this tutorial is to warm up with a friend. So find a buddy, find somebody. It doesn't even matter how good they are. I mean, it's preferably that they're like almost same level as you, or like maybe even better, maybe even like significantly better. I play against Ezra all the time, my buddy Fish, just so that we can get better. You know what I'm saying? So find somebody to game with. Get into a box fight. Here, this is the code for an RNG box fight. If you guys want these, what's up, Sniped? How you doing today? So you just want to get your buddy that you're gonna box fight with. They're gonna load into your game. You're gonna get into your box fight. Do a couple rounds. I would recommend like anywhere from 10 to 20 rounds. I know it seems like a lot, but at the end game, like depending on what you're doing that day, it's honestly gonna pay off. Like without a doubt, it's going to pay off. And so on a lot of maps, you gotta figure out the teams. So on this one, it's just 1 and 2. Some of them aren't. So we're just gonna start the game. We're gonna get ready to rumble. We got our wonderful buddy Sniped. Shout out to Sniped, you know what I'm saying? One of the OGs of the stream. He's here to help me out with a little box fighting. So basically, you just want to box fight. Ooh, my man's got that aim on point. Woohoo! Hit me with that young pump. Basically, you just want to do is you just want to box fight people, warm up as many rounds as you definitely need. GG's. Sniped out here, bro. I haven't played with Sniped in a cool minute, bro. Since definitely Chapter 1. Probably like Season 5. Ooh, I see you with the wall. My man's cracked, bro. Woo! Good little fight. Good little fight. You love to see it. GG. Once again, shout out to Sniper.
Yeah, you know. If you wanna ride, we can go. We can touch the sky, yeah, I know. I'm only a kid, it's a hit or miss. We can feel the vibes, hit the road. Vision so clear, like it's glass. I can feel my life moving so fast. Now I'm thinking all about my forecast. Cause I'm right first, I'm really last. Yeah, you'll need me too, but you're say no, I can't read you like yes, bro. If you feel me, put your hands down, start chilling. Let's ride, yeah, let's get so fucking high, yeah. If you wanna ride, we can go. We can touch the sky, yeah, I know. I'm only a kid, it's a hit or miss. We can feel the vibe, hit the road.